All right, so my name is Joshua DeGeorge. This is my personal introduction video. I guess we'll start with my background a little bit. I was born in November 23rd, 1984 in Butler, Pennsylvania. It's a little town just about 20 miles north of Pittsburgh. So anybody that asks, I just tell them I'm from Pittsburgh because nobody has ever heard of Butler. So I'm 32 years old. I lived in Butler all my life until I went to college. So for the first 18 years of my life. While I was in high school, I was a track athlete, and I was also a music student. So I was in the band, the marching band, and the jazz band in high school. While I was in that, I got to go on some pretty cool trips. Got to march in the Macy's Day Parade and the Rose Bowl Parade in Pasadena, California. So those were fun experiences. My first job while I was in high school was a customer service representative at Blockbuster Video. So for any of us out there that still remember those, I was there when VHS tapes were going out of style and DVDs were the new thing to have. And I remember everybody getting very mad when tapes were no longer available. So I grew up in a kind of a small town, medium-sized town, I guess. Graduated with almost 700 students from my high school. So a little bit of a larger high school. There were definitely people at my graduation that I did not know or had barely ever seen in high school, probably. But after high school, I went to West Virginia University, where I got a bachelor's degree in education. While I was there, I actually got to teach a couple of times overseas. I taught in Krakow, Poland twice, once in 2006 and the other in 2008, both at an international summer jazz academy. So my degree was in music education. So after I left West Virginia, I got my first real job as a music teacher in Virginia. I was teaching high school and middle school band. Did that for about 3 years in Virginia. While I was there, I got to do some fun experiences with my students that I got to do in high school. I took them to march in the parade down in Disney World, and they got to go to a bunch of different trips and do a lot of different fun things with the band, and get to compete in a lot of different places, which was great for them. But did that for about 3 years in Virginia. After that, took a year off or so, moved back up to Pittsburgh, bartended for about a year, deciding what I wanted to do, and kind of moved to Charleston at the drop of a hat, just on a whim. I had a friend down here from college that I roomed with, and he needed a roommate, and I needed a job. So I moved down to Charleston in 2011, so I've been here almost 6 years now, April of 2011. Taught down here for about 4 years, taught middle school music down here out in North Charleston at Morningside Middle School. Taught there for 4 years. While I was there in 2012, enlisted in the Army. 2013, I went to Officer Candidate School, where I accepted a reserve commission. So I'm an officer in the Army Reserves. I'm a first lieutenant right now. Been doing that since 2012, so coming up on 5 years now. Should be up for captain anytime this year. So resigned from teaching in 2015. Beginning of 2015, deployed to Afghanistan. Spent 9 months in Afghanistan. Got back beginning of 2016, and just kind of took some time off. Hung around Charleston for a few months, and then started job hunting again. Resigned from teaching before I'd left for that deployment. So I was looking to get out of that field and get into something else. My strengths are in logistics and supply chain and operations management. That's what I do in the Army. I'm a logistics officer. So I ship cargo. So that's really what I'm looking to get into in the private sector, either as a government contractor or a DoD civilian would be the ideal situation. But I currently work for an IT company here in Charleston called CodeLinks. I'm a customer service rep. But I also work a lot with the project manager, setting timelines and things like that. And I also act as the subject matter expert for some logistics software that our company's putting together. so I still get to interact with that a little bit. So been doing that for about 6 months now. Started there June of last year, so summer of last year. I started at the Citadel last semester, fall of 2016, working on my master's in business administration. I'd like to take that and get into, like I said before, the operations and logistics world. I'm looking at getting into government contracting. Part of the job that I work on right now is also on a government contract. So I'd love to work on that, and I'm hoping to get a position over in Germany as either a contractor or an Army civilian working logistics over there. So it's a little bit about myself. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to watching everybody else's. Thanks.